Hello, now we're going to test something, we're going to go ahead and test loading times between stuff that's on the memory stick. Like, we're going to use Platypus for a demo. Platypus is an obscure little title with, where you fight stuff in claymation. It's a claymation shooter. I have it on PlayStation Network, and I loved it because I liked it enough when I got it on UMD. What we're going to go ahead and do, this is a legit copy of it, purchased from PlayStation Network for $9. If you don't have the UMD, go ahead and buy it. It's pretty awesome. Anyways, let's go ahead and test loading times. Here we're going to test the UMD. Loading. That's actually the whole amount of loading that Platypus actually has. Let's get out of there for a moment. That was UMD. And here it is off of the memory stick. That takes the place of the other item. It's not actually loading anything during that though. Here we go. There we go. That's loading. We're going to quit out of that. Now, to be fair, I have an option on this PlayStation Portable right now. Let's go to System Settings, and let me go ahead and turn that off. It has something called UMD Catch. I'm going to turn that off. And then we're going to go ahead and test the loading times on the UMD again. Remember, this blank scene right here, they've got that pretty much replaced by the warning screen on the normal PlayStation Portable, like the stuff that you get off the memory stick. But they replaced that with that. Anyways, blank screen. 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009. Yeah, about 9 seconds. Now let's go back over here. That's without the catching on there. And of course, let's try this again with that. You have to sit through the warning screen. Now let's see. 1000, 2, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1000. So pretty much that's the big difference between the two things. When you're loading it onto the off of the card, it's more or less dependent on the game, on whether your loading times will be a lot or not. With some games, like the upcoming Final Fantasy Dissidia, you can put an install on your system. The install will probably sit over here in let's go game memory stick, probably around here it'll probably be in here the same way that downloadable content is in there. For example, this is downloadable content for Prinny. Yay! It's downloadable content, dude. Some of the games for this still have loading times. All PlayStation 1 stuff added to it, like Metal Gear Solid or Crash Bandicoot 2 or Final Fantasy 7, all have loading time. And of course you can go ahead and make that, you can go ahead and cut that in half pretty much by putting up the faster loading time. But the faster loading time option it has. But pretty much loading time is something you're going to be dealing with regardless of whether you're running it off of a UMD or off of the stick. Some games it's drastically less off the memory stick because all the comparisons that people do. They go and they compress it, and then they up the processor speed on the PSP to make it load a lot quicker. Now, the thing with that is, of course, it takes your battery out a lot quicker. And, of course, that's only with homebrew. We're going legitimate with this because we're trying to compare it to how it would be on, say, the PlayStation Portable Go, which really doesn't have any spec increases. Now, here's Everyday Shooter, which I'm a little concerned about how that's going to be on the PlayStation Portable Go. Mainly because, let's see. Let me show you. Well, right now it loads a little bit. Very little. Loading. Come on. Let me skip. It won't let me skip. But the reason I'm a little concerned about how this one's going to be on there is because of, let's go into single play, into the first one there. Do you see that little blinking light? That's you. But yeah, those little dots and such, those are you in this. Honestly, that might be a little harder to see on the much smaller screen on the PSP Go. But yeah, I was trying to go ahead and show off. Yeah, 1 point to continue. Show off a little bit of the, just a little test between the loading times between Platypus off of the PlayStation Network and Platypus off of the UMD. There isn't really a difference between the two, but Platypus is only like $9. It's totally worth picking up. I mean, yeah, $9 may seem a little bit much, but it's a great little shooter, and they do something neat with it. I would check it out. It's worth checking out. And yeah, you can shave off like a couple milliseconds. Because if you know, I mean, the 8 seconds that it takes pretty much to load it off a stick, or UMD, it's about the same. You can use your same thing though is, what I like about this in particular, let me go ahead and get out of this. The thing I like about downloadable stuff is, well, I can hold stuff in, if it were easier to go ahead and organize this stuff, that would be nice. One thing I don't like about the PlayStation Portable right now is I can't say move Platypus. I can't take these icons and move them over to here. I can't organize my PlayStation 1 titles and my downloadable content, or my PlayStation Network exclusive games, or my PSP games to their own folders. I can't put, say, all the Crash Bandicoots together, or Metal Gear Solid VR missions, if that ever makes it, into the same folder. I can't do that right now. On the Nintendo DSi, I can rearrange what order the games are in. That would be nice to be able to do. One thing, though, I like about downloadable games is that I can sit there and say, hey, you know what? Now, let me get out of there for a second. I've got this on PlayStation Network, so instead of keeping this with me, I can put other games. I can take other games with me, like, say, Resistance, Retribution. Yeah. And I can have, extra games with me. It would be really, really nice if they added more games to the network and allowed me to download and organize them properly. Mainly because I want to put stuff like Legend of Heroes 1, 2, and 3 in their own little folder. Similar to what I do already with music, where I can organize them by artist. But we'll see what they do. They've got until October to go ahead and improve this stuff anyways.